Patriots fans, there is no shortage of storylines in Foxborough right now, and the biggest one has the fan base buzzing with anticipation. Christian Gonzalez, the talented young cornerback who has been sidelined with that frustrating hamstring injury, is finally back on the practice field. After weeks of uncertainty and whispers about his status, seeing him out there moving around again brought instant relief. It was not just the sight of him in pads, it was the energy he carried. He spoke with confidence, made it clear that he never once pulled himself out or hesitated about playing, and pushed back hard against the rumors that he was holding himself out. Gonzalez insisted he wanted to be on the field last week, and only sat because the medical staff believed it was the right call. That is exactly the kind of attitude you want from a cornerstone player, someone who is eager to battle with his teammates but still trusts the process of getting healthy. Now, the question everyone is asking is whether Gonzalez could actually make his return against the Carolina Panthers in Week 4. Timing is everything here. On one hand, Carolina is not one of the league's most dangerous offenses through the air, which makes it a softer landing spot for Gonzalez to get back in a game rhythm. On the other hand, hamstrings are no joke, and rushing him back too soon could cost him the rest of the year if things go sideways. The medical team has to determine whether the muscle is fully healed and whether pushing him now carries risk of re-injury. The coaches, meanwhile, have to decide if winning this week outweighs the value of keeping him fresh for a brutal upcoming stretch that includes Buffalo, New Orleans, Tennessee, and Cleveland. Every one of those teams brings challenges, and if the Patriots want to keep their season alive, stealing wins now matters more than ever. That is why this decision feels so monumental. Get Gonzalez back, and you might tilt the odds in your favor against Carolina, but wait one more week, and maybe you ensure he is locked in for the long haul. The truth is, the defensive backfield has looked shaky without him. Alex Austin has had rough patches, and while Marcus Jones has done his best to stabilize things, the group has lacked the kind of shutdown presence that Gonzalez brings when he is healthy. New England even tried to address the position recently, making calls about Jarvis Brownlee before the Titans shipped him off to the Jets for a 6th-round pick. The Patriots could have gone higher, maybe offered a 5th, but chose not to. That decision stings a little more now, considering the struggles in coverage, and it highlights just how important Gonzalez's return could be. Because right now, there is no easy answer. Either you roll with what you have and hope Gonzalez can stay healthy, or you go shopping again and see if another move can be made to patch the hole. And of course, whenever the Patriots have secondary issues, one name comes rushing back into the conversation: Stephon Gilmore. At 34 years old, he is still out there as a free agent, and it is impossible for fans not to dream about a reunion. Gilmore was the Defensive Player of the Year in 2019, a 2-time All-Pro, a 5-time Pro Bowler, and most importantly, a Super Bowl champion in New England. His resume is legendary, and his experience will be invaluable to a young secondary. But let's be real here. The question is not what Gilmore has done. It is what he has left in the tank. At his age, the motivations usually come down to 2 things: a big payday or a legitimate shot at chasing another ring. The Patriots might not be in position to offer either. Still, his leadership, savvy, and ability to step up in clutch moments make him a tempting option. The chatter feels more like internet smoke than a real fire at this point, but the possibility will always linger as long as Gilmore remains unsigned. Then came the shocker from Houston. The Texans released C.J. Gardner-Johnson after just 3 games, and that sent ripples across the league. This is a guy who had 6 interceptions last season, played a key role in Philadelphia's run to the Super Bowl, and was supposed to be the player that stabilized Houston's secondary. The Texans even gave up a former first-round pick to get him, and now, only weeks later, they cut bait. That is not something you see every day. Gardner-Johnson is aggressive. He thrives as a ball hawk, and he loves to blitz. In other words, he fits perfectly in a scheme that values versatility and chaos. You can see why fans immediately connected the dots to New England. The Patriots have a history of maximizing players with his exact skill set. The concerns are obvious, though. He has had lapses in coverage, has been flagged for freelancing, and there are whispers about locker room tension. Bringing him in would mean rolling the dice on talent versus chemistry. At the same time, talent like that rarely becomes available mid-season, and it would not be shocking to hear that the Patriots at least made a call to gauge his interest. Of course, Philadelphia fans are already campaigning for his return to the Eagles, and that reunion might make the most sense. But for New England, the door is cracked open if they decide they need another difference-maker in the secondary. While the defense continues to be the main source of speculation, the offense is starting to settle around Drake Maye. The rookie has been impressive in ways that numbers only partially capture. Through 3 games, he has thrown for nearly 800 yards, which puts him among the top 5 passers in the league. He ranks 3rd in expected passing situations behind only Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen, which is incredible company to keep. And yet, Maye downplays it all. He has been consistent in saying he has not played his best football yet, and he cares far more about wins than about stats. That mindset alone is gold for a team trying to build an identity. He has the arm talent, he has the mobility, but it is his approach that makes you believe he can be the long-term answer in Foxborough. What is truly remarkable is how quickly the conversation has shifted from, can Drake Maye handle the NFL, to where does he rank among the league's best quarterbacks? Usually, rookies spend their first year learning the speed of the game, ironing out mistakes, and finding their rhythm. Maye has skipped a few of those steps. He already looks comfortable under pressure, already commands a huddle, and already makes throws that veterans struggle with. When you line him up against quarterbacks around the league, it is not crazy to put him in the top 15 right now. And if you stretch it just a little further, you can start making an argument for top 10. That might sound bold only 3 weeks into his rookie season, but the evidence is right there. He is outperforming guys with years of experience, and his ceiling looks higher than most. As the Patriots get ready for Carolina, the storylines are coming together in a fascinating way. Gonzalez's potential return could give the defense a spark it desperately needs. The free agent market still dangles names like Gilmore and Gardner-Johnson as possible reinforcements if things do not stabilize. And on the other side of the ball, Drake Maye is rapidly becoming the kind of quarterback who can lift an entire roster just by being on the field. This team has made mistakes, committed costly penalties, and suffered breakdowns in execution, but they have not rolled over. They keep fighting, they keep clawing their way back into games. And with Gonzalez healthy and Maye finding his stride, there's a sense that this group could turn the corner sooner than later. When you talk about Drake Maye, the conversation almost instantly turns into a debate about quarterback rankings. That is how quickly he has changed the narrative in the NFL. Just a few weeks into his rookie year, and people are already placing him against established veterans and asking where exactly he belongs in the hierarchy. Normally, rookies are graded on potential. Analysts say things like, if he keeps progressing, maybe in a few years he can break into the top tier. With Maye, the discussion is not about potential down the line. It is about what he is doing right now. That tells you everything about how quickly he has adjusted and how confident people are in his trajectory. Look around the league, and you see quarterbacks who are struggling to find consistency. There are players who are drafted high, but are still proving themselves. There are veterans trying to hold on, and there are bridge quarterbacks just trying to keep the seat warm for the next guy. Maye does not fit any of those molds. He looks like someone who has been in this league for years, making reads, delivering accurate throws, and showing poise in the pocket. His mistakes are there, of course. No rookie is perfect, but the difference is in how fast he bounces back. Throw a pick, miss a read, make a bad decision, and on the next drive he comes out firing like nothing happened. That mental toughness is rare, and it is exactly what separates good quarterbacks from great ones. If you start putting names side by side, it becomes even clearer. There are quarterbacks who came into this season with big expectations and have not lived up to them. Some are still riding on past achievements rather than what they are delivering today. That is why Maye's case for being in the top 15 is already strong. And once you are in that group, it is only natural to look at who he might leapfrog next. Does he already bring more value than someone like Dak Prescott, who has the contract and a reputation, but has been up and down with decision-making? What about Brock Purdy, who rode a great system to a Super Bowl appearance, but now faces injury concerns? Then there is Kyler Murray, electric when healthy, but still prone to questionable decisions and inconsistent stretches. Jordan Love in Green Bay has flashed, but is his ceiling as high as Maye's? These are real debates that fans and analysts are having, and the fact that Maye's name belongs in those conversations so soon is nothing short of remarkable. Then you reach the group of young quarterbacks who are supposed to carry the NFL into the next decade. Caleb Williams, Jaden Daniels, and Drake Maye are already being spoken about as the new wave. Each of them brings something different. Williams has the hype of a number 1 overall pick and the label of being a transcendent prospect. Daniels has proven production and the playoff run from last year that gives him credibility as a winner. And Maye, despite not even having a full season of starts under his belt, is proving he has the talent and maturity to belong right beside them. Depending on what you value more, raw talent, proven results, or steady growth, you could rank them in any order. Some would put Williams ahead, some would push Daniels higher, but more and more people are realizing that Maye deserves to be in that top tier already. Beyond that, the top of the league is filled with names that have built reputations over years. Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, Baker Mayfield, Jalen Hurts, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and Patrick Mahomes make up the kind of group you expect to see at the top of quarterback rankings. These are guys who have either won MVPs, carried their teams deep into the playoffs, or proven they can put up numbers week after week. For Maye to even be brushing up against that category in his first month as a starter says a lot about what kind of player he is. Nobody is saying he belongs above Mahomes or Allen yet, but the fact that you can reasonably argue him as a borderline top 10 quarterback is wild. And the scary part for defenses around the league is that he is just getting started. The other part of Maye's rise is how it impacts the Patriots as a whole. When you have a young quarterback who is already this capable, it lifts the entire roster. Wide receivers suddenly look better because they're catching passes in stride. The offensive line gains confidence because they know if they give him just a little time, he will make the right read. Even the defense benefits because when they see their offense moving the ball and putting points on the board, the pressure of having to play perfect every drive eases a bit. This is what a franchise quarterback does. He changes the entire atmosphere of a team. The Patriots are not winning every game right now, but the fact that they are hanging in there, competing deep into the fourth quarter, and refusing to get blown out is a reflection of the belief Maye has already inspired. Of course, the league adjusts quickly. Defenses will throw new looks at him. They will try to confuse him with disguised coverages. They will blitz from angles he has not seen before. That is the real test for any young quarterback. Can you adapt when teams start building game plans specifically to slow you down? From what we have seen so far, Maye has the tools to answer that challenge. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to Patriots Hub and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest updates on our New England Patriots. And don't be shy. Share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The NFL rumor mill is buzzing with what could be the most electrifying news of the offseason. The New England Patriots are reportedly closing in on a deal for explosive wide receiver Xavier Worthy. While nothing has been officially confirmed, sources close to the team hint that the Patriots are on the verge of adding one of the fastest and most dynamic playmakers in the league to their arsenal. If the whispers are true, Foxborough could be witnessing a seismic shift in offensive strategy. Worthy, known for his jaw-dropping speed and ability to stretch the field in a blink, would instantly elevate the Patriots' passing game. His arrival could transform New England into a nightmare matchup for defenses, blending precision route running with breakaway speed that has defenders chasing shadows. Rumors suggest the team's front office is envisioning an offense so quick that opposing secondaries won't have a moment to breathe, potentially redefining how the Patriots attack the field. Fans and analysts alike are already imagining the possibilities. Deep bombs from Mac Jones connecting with Worthy on fly routes. Gadget plays designed to exploit his acceleration, and a new dimension added to an already versatile squad. While the Patriots have historically relied on balanced attacks, insiders claim that adding Worthy signals a bold shift toward high-octane offense built around pace and separation. The mere thought has sent social media into a frenzy, with debates erupting over whether New England's new arsenal could rival the league's top passing units. Of course, this is still very much in the realm of speculation. Negotiations, salary cap considerations, and timing could all impact whether this rumor becomes reality. Yet the excitement in Foxborough and across NFL circles is undeniable. Should Worthy don the Patriots uniform, the team might not just be fast, they could be the fastest offense the league has ever seen. For now, fans wait with bated breath, imagining the explosive plays and highlight reels that could soon dominate Sunday afternoons. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our New England Patriots, be sure to subscribe to Patriots Hub and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.